this is Stampy, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video.
No, unfortunately it isn't like a Stampy 2012 Let's Play video, but we are speaking about Stampy in today's video. So Stampy and his partner Squaishey have broken up. Now before I can hear some angry Stampy fans or Minecraft fans commenting down below asking me why I've decided to cover a pretty mutual breakup as we're going to see, I didn't want to cover it because it is their breakup. I wanted to cover it mainly because of the weird parasocial fan reaction, which I found very interesting. And I want to preface this by saying, right, that not every single fan that has reacted to their breakup, right, or actually cares about their breakup is a weird parasocial freak. But just it happens in the Minecraft community, there are lots of weird parasocial freaks. And their reactions to personal information or situations always really interest me, so yeah, we're going to cover that. But first, let's take a look at the breakup itself. We like to try and keep our lives as private as possible, but we're also aware that at some point people will find out. This seems like a good way/time to make it public. If you don't care, click away, that is chill. Ha. I have already seen people question why they would make their breakup public, but to me this makes perfect sense. For one, their relationship with Stampy has always been very public. So of course you want to nip that in the bud as soon as possible because people will always be asking questions, people will eventually find out, post about it, and it'll be a whole big situation, whereas if you just directly address it here, you kind of cut all of that out. I do get why people question stuff like this, right, making a private thing public, but there is some logic behind this. First of all, we're fine. Don't be worried, in autumn last year we decided to end our romantic relationship after 10 years of being together. It eventually became obvious that friendship was a better direction for both of us. Although a hard realization, it was reality. We still and always will love each other and be in each other's lives, just not as a couple. A couple of sillies for sure, but not as a romantic couple. Like I said before, I do get people asking why would you come out about this now, especially if the relationship ended in autumn, but it doesn't make sense, right? They're a big prominent couple, people are going to find out, people are going to post about it. It's better to address it at some point, right? So you stop all these questions and confusion later down the line. Not that anyone should really care. But people will care because, you know, they've grown up with these two, they feel like they've got a special connection to these two, so of course people will eventually end up caring. Not that Stampy or anyone else fostered a parasocial relationship, it just kind of happens when you're a big kids content creator. Of course people are going to care when, you know, two of your big favourite content creators from when you were a kid break up, you know, people are going to care. It's not like the Dream SMP where, you know, Dream and others fostered a weird parasocial connection which came back to bite them in the ass later. Stampy is probably one of the best, most chill, down-to-earth Minecraft YouTubers out there, so you know. We are expecting trolls and speculation to pop up annoyingly. There is literally nothing more you need to know. However, let's do some housekeeping since it's 2025 and the world sucks. This is 100% mutual. The conversation had been ongoing for a long time before we decided. No arguments or anything like that, just a lot of deep conversations followed by silly jokes. It is us after all. I do get why they would want to clear up a few things, right? People are parasocial, people will pry, people will speculate, and I completely get that. But maybe going to maybe this much detail I wouldn't recommend, right? Because it does foster people to, you know, pry even more. It almost has the reverse effect than intended. Please read the following in a fed up / monotone voice to get the true feeling across. This has nothing to do with anyone's gender, age, or sexuality. Can't believe we would even need to type that out, but here we are. Ironically, people have brought up those exact things after this post, and I don't think it was this post that, you know, inspired people to bring these things up. I think it was just genuinely topics on people's mind. So, you know. This is not why we both stopped doing videos on YouTube, ha ha ha. We both had been working on YouTube for over 10 years and wanted to move on to new things. I don't know why this was mentioned, it was pretty clear that both of them were moving on to do different things on YouTube and other social media platforms, so I mean, yeah, like, okay. We've been through a lot, as you can imagine. We're just trying our best to make the transition as smooth and easy as possible for both of us. There are no bad vibes between us, we still hang out pretty much every day, and we are helping each other through it. It's extremely sad to lose a partner, but it feels easier when gaining an even better friend. Thanks for reading this very personal post. I get why they made the post. I would have probably kept it a bit more short and sweet because I think by adding more details, although I know why they did it, right, to, you know, crush people's confusion, questions, speculation, you know, weird annoying trolls or whatever, by doing that I think it sparks more people to, you know, try and pry. Afterwards they posted a video onto their story. I literally can't play it because they don't have audio. Because, you know, I stupidly recorded it without audio and then the story disappeared. So, you know, my fault. It was a minute-long story that has been lost to time. None of the parasocial people re-uploaded it. No fans. Nobody. So, you know, it's completely gone. But what actually inspired me to make a video going over this, right, speaking about their breakup, was the fan reaction like I've previously stated. And for the majority of the posts responding and reacting to the news, people reacted normally, for one. It was just like a lot of cringe posts about it, like saying like they were a child of divorce. I respect their decision and I hope the best for them, but now I'm sad because them being a couple was my childhood. I'll never get that nostalgia back. Their happiness is more important though. I'm so glad they stated that because otherwise I really wouldn't have known and I would have thought it was just just purely about the nostalgia. Now, whilst I've said that, you know, there are quite a few reactions which are pretty normal, right? They've said an opinion on it, you know, they've said their piece on whatever's going on here. There are some people that have injected themselves into this breakup, like it personally affects them, right? Like they've done that and it's damaged them. Like, I always find that funny, right? Like, your takeaway from this video should be, okay, this has happened, I'm gonna move on with my life. Not, let me make a post on the internet and, like, you know, act like this is something that's personally affecting me. But that's all I wanted to speak about with this, right? I'm not gonna try and stretch this video out to 8 minutes. I just found this interesting, wanted to talk about it. But everybody else, what's your thoughts on this? Please feel free to comment down below with any thoughts you could possibly have about this situation. Comment down below, do you like Stampy? Did you watch Stampy? Well, whatever, feel free to comment down below. And once you're down there commenting that, you might as well smash the subscribe button and hit that notification bell to be notified when I cover any type of situation. But I've been your host Samuel, and I will catch you in the next YouTube video.